Hello and welcome to Magical Marker, a game of Dungeons and Dragons and Drawings. We're a bunch of cartoonists and illustrators who won't just be playing the game but doodling what happens along the way. It's a PG-13 story of teens and tweens on their first big adventure on their own. And tonight is our 50th episode of this Haelon storyline.
Yay, yay.
Ooh, party.
And so there's some new art changes that have happened that you're hopefully enjoying. Let's start by introducing our talented people who are good at drawing stuff. Let's start with Boya.
Hello, I am Boya. I play the character Bug. He is a bugbear warlock, and he travels with his friend Boxy. And they're both alien slime people. So, and he's 12 years old. Yeah, that's all the info.
And Priscilla.
Hi, I'm Priscilla. I play Isborea, who is a half-elf bard, 17 years old, who's a bit of a ponce and a git.
A ponce and a git. Right, escalating.
I think they usually go together, to be honest.
Okay, I like it. Caitlin.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I play Zip. She is a drow fighter and she's 16 years old.
And Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt. I play Swell, who is a 15-year-old Water Ganassi cleric who worships the Tempest god Sunda. He's a good boy most of the time, just filled with rage.
But keeps it in check.
Next,
inside.
cross-classing into barbarian.
Honestly, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to. I think it would be a cool idea to give that a shot. What's a barbarian and a cleric cross? Claribarian? Barbaric, yeah.
And I'm your Dungeon Mancer, Brian. I'm going to be running all the NPCs, including Mog, who is Zip's orc rune knight sister. You adventurers are underground in the Gempire, in a place called Deep Chasm. You had met a sentient mushroom and some other gifted teens who were battling each other. You lured the teens away from the fight to talk of peace, but they were just sizing you up and tried to sneak attack you. You fled back in the Bugmobile to the fungi who unintentionally messed with your minds thanks to its spores. After you got yourselves under control, you looted the surrounding area for treasure that the teens had been looking for and tried to have a rest, but expected an ambush. Sure enough, 6 or 7 hours into your rest, a herd of stampeding giant beetles came rushing through the base of the cavern. You were able to fly out of harm's way, but the elder mushroom was trampled to death. Frustrated, you went away looking for a safe place to end your rest and picked a small, high cavern some distance away. Along the way, you'd passed the doorway that you believe leads to Doomhilda's crypt, where you hope to recover Castle Cruncher, the warhammer that may be strong enough to free your mentors from their purple crystal prison. Now, fully rested, some of you are on a narrow ledge in front of the door, 120 feet above the chasm floor. When Zip looks down, her dark vision can make out stalactites and spider webs below. As Bug, Eastboreal, and Mog hop out onto the ledge, that's where we're going to pick up today's game. I believe you had some sort of plan to just drop them off and fly away. I can't remember if Boxy is staying with you guys. Like, who's Boxy traveling with at this point?
The people that are going back, like Zip, I think, to help with the climbing.
Okay.
I think my idea was that when Zip is climbing down, she can just drop the ropes directly back into Boxy. Or something like that.
Okay.
So I have one set of climbing gear, but
I think we put some extra in Boxy. That's why we're taking Boxy with us.
Boxy has a wild amount of rope. Like, just, it's all different colors and different thicknesses, but has accumulated a great deal of rope.
Isboreal also has a climbing kit, or at least pitons, to make use of, which he probably over the course of the Bugmobile trip to the ledge, he just took out of his pack and stuck in either Boxy or in Zip's backpack.
right, well, bye. Get the door open.
Away the Bugmobile zips with a zip at the helm. And as you guys get near the door, it speaks out a riddle. And let's see, does this art program have a text function? It does not look like it does.
No, I don't think so.
All right. So the door says to you as you get close to it, an annoyance to sages missing pages, and to forgetfully drunk friends in a tavern, but especially to gifted down deep in a cavern, those testing their minds, doing questing, a cruel device that leaves even the faithful questioning. Now strain your brain to find the answer. Never stop, my little dancer. What am I talking of?
I will fully admit that I was trying to draw this and so did not pay attention to what was being
You
said.
have the riddle
Sorry.
as an image that you can drop it.
I do not, but I am going to write it out for you guys while Zip and Swell and everybody sort of, you talk amongst yourselves about what's happening, and I will start, I'll write it out for you guys.
So we're zipping back to that little cave that we found.
So it's up to Buggity Spuriel to figure out the riddle.
Do you think they'll be smart enough to get it?
No. But what's the worst that can happen? They'll have to wait for us to get back.
Maybe the door will like fry them or something. They get it wrong too many times. They'll get locked out, so to speak. I hope they're okay.
They have Mog with them. They'll be fine.
You say so.
I'm not going to let them get fried by the door.
What are you guys doing as far as, like, I guess we should have some sort of role that you're doing. Once you've parked the Bugmobile, how are you going to scale down? What's your process?
Well, I think the way that climbing kits work is that you put in a piton and then you like tie the rope around it and then you kind of lower yourself down and you put in the next piton and you kind of go down that way.
Yeah, but who's going first? Are you going first? Is Swell going first?
I'll go first.
And how is Boxy getting down? Is Boxy traveling along the rope? Is he sitting on somebody's shoulder? Like, how are you visualizing
maybe
this?
like if I can fashion like a harness for him out of rope, like a little like baby Bjorn.
Okay.
Then he can ride with me. Actually, no, he should ride with Swell because I don't know, maybe Swell will need more pitons of rope and stuff.
Meow.
So, Swell, you put on the baby Bjorn. The boxy Bjorn.
The kitten Bjorn. Yeah.
Oh, text
Flash
and then it
boxing.
vanished.
So I'll go down and put the pitons in, and then you follow. But as you follow, you're going to need to pull them out, right?
No, the pitons I think stay in, and then the rope is like what we remove go down.
But we don't want the other people knowing that that's where we parked the Bugmobile, right? We're trying to hide our tracks.
In which we demonstrate that none of us really go regularly rock climbing with Jones.
Can we just pretend that we know how to rock climb?
Hey, if we got any viewers that are mountain climbers, sound off in the comments below.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think what it is we put the pitons in, and then we like go between them with the rope. We like tie the rope off, and go between them, like undo the other rope, and like we kind of like daisy chain our way down.
Right.
Well, it's got to be Swell putting them in first, and then Zip taking them out after, right?
No, I'm going down first.
Oh,
So
okay.
Swell
Well,
will
whoever's
have to
going
take them.
first, and whoever's going last.
So we could. I think the piton is essentially like a way to stop us from falling to our death below. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know.
Like it's like if we do fall, the piton will catch our weight.
Right. So we are not taking the pitons out then as we go? We're just going to leave them.
I guess we should. We'll need them to get back up, though.
I guess that's true. Then what's the point of even hiding the Bugmobile? We might as well just park it somewhere convenient. If we're just going to leave a little ladder for somebody to climb up and get it.
All right. We'll take them out.
All right. We're going to cover our tracks.
Okay. So, unless you have a reason to argue with this, as I'm always open to more different skill checks, I think this is going to be an athletics check to be able to scale down successfully. I think you can make it at advantage because you're using rope and equipment, and Zip has done this sort of thing before.
Extensive training, I assume.
All right, Swell. Pray to your god. Tell him to bless our rock climbing.
You see, he starts to actually starts to pray to his god right next to you.
All right,
you can hear him
we go.
mumbling under his breath.
I'm heading down.
All right, what's your roll?
17.
17. Dun dun dun. That's actually pretty good. Swell, what's yours?
All right. First one is a 10. Second one is 22.
What?
All right. So you're not exactly sure what you're doing, Swell. You're a little bit nervous about this. You're used to, being up high because somebody's flown you up there, maybe with your Aarakocra mentor, but you haven't done a lot of climbing yourself, I guess. And you're kind of like you're slipping and you're falling a little bit, but then Zip gives you some piece of advice that we obviously don't know because we're not rock climbers.
No, hold on to the rope.
Oh, rope, yes.
He kind of just lashed the rope around the pitons and leaned back, looking up at me. He's like, just spit in your hands, gives you good grip. I don't know. I know they use dust, chalk dust or something, right? That's a thing.
Yeah.
So I'm making do.
But with that advice, you both are able to scale down no problem. I have put the riddle back into the visual, so if you guys want to engage with it or with anybody who's in the group, you're free to do so. If you want to wait until everybody comes back and you just sort of sit there and don't try to solve it, that is fine as well.
Can't think of anything. Trying to some cruel device at least. Even a faithful question.
Sounds like to me. There are some things I can think of that apply to some of the things, such as perhaps some kind of clock mechanism or some sort of wind-up gear thing. I'm not sure how that would apply to Sage's missing pages, but to forget little friends in taverns, it can sometimes be an annoyance to have a bell ringing when all you want to do is have fun, and suddenly all of a sudden it's midnight. No.
You have clocks where you come from that ring out for the whole town? Says Mock.
But yes, How so you're supposed to know when the clock has struck midnight and all as well. Or
Oh,
not, as the case may be.
yeah. They had some of those in the Glass Dominion, but yeah, Zip and I grew up in an island where we didn't really have that. Time was a little more relaxed.
The never stop my little dancer makes me think of those. Well, the reason I think of that is because it makes me think of those wind-up mechanisms. You know, like a music box sort of thing.
Ah, I know those things. I've seen them before. I bet Zunk was good at making them. If Zunk had tried, anyways.
Sage's missing pages. Now, the question is it annoyance to sages who happen to be missing pages? Or is it, and are those pages papers or apprentices? Or are the annoyance to the pages that are being missed by sages?
Oh man, this is annoying. I mean, I normally like riddles, but I don't like doors. When you combine the two of them, I'm losing out here.
Is the answer, perhaps the answer is a riddle?
A riddle, you said?
I mean, we are gifted down deep in caverns.
The answer is a riddle? That could make sense.
That's not bad. Yeah, seems to make some sense. Maybe you want to try saying it? I don't know. I mean, obviously you're saying it out loud now, but...
Right. At least it doesn't seem to mean that anything that we say in front of it is it takes as an answer.
I mean, when we do riddle guessing at the tavern, you kind of go with whatever the person says, but you also sometimes let the person say stuff. So, like, I can see where you're going with the drunk friends in taverns. It makes sense. But, yeah, a lot of these things, usually they let you say, like, okay, my final answer is... I don't know how we'll have to phrase it.
Mog, unless anybody else has a better idea, perhaps you should be the one to say it, Mog, because I think among us you are the toughest one here. And if anything bad happens, I think you can take the worst punishment.
If I'm not going to say anything without your approval, you say it, and you tell me what to say. You whisper it in my ear, and I will, or you say it out loud, and I will phrase it as "this is my answer" or whatever. So, if you're both agreed, I'm happy to say it.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I agree.
Very well then. Mog, why do you not go ahead and say the answer is a riddle?
You just said it out loud, though, Priscilla.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I would have actually leaned closer to her and whispered it as she suggested, rather than right in front of the door.
Okay. But still,
yeah.
Mog looks at the door and she says, "The answer to your riddle is a riddle." And the door says, "Close and yet far away." And boom! There's this echoing bunch of thunder, and I need everybody to make a saving throw. That is a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, that's not good. I think I'm going to
14.
All right. So Eastboreal and Mog go flying over the edge of the ledge that you're on and start plummeting down the 120 feet to the spiderwebs and stalactites below. Anything you want to do is sort of like a reaction or the split second as you're falling?
I do not have any reactions.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a bonus action spell.
I
don't know combat time or no?
reach out to them.
You don't have time to reach out. If you had got like a nat 20 on your saving throw, I would have let you tried to grab someone. But like a 14 or something, you're lucky that you're holding on.
Yep.
You're sort of like half on, half off the ledge at this point, Bug.
Okay.
And everybody who was there.
Well, I had a question of are you using a reaction in the sense of combat time actions, or just because I have a bonus action I could use?
Yeah, what's your bonus action? I'm open
Misty
to.
Step.
Okay.
Would have, if he has time, then he would disappear in a cloud of mist and reappear back on the ledge.
Okay, so the damage for the explosion, I rolled the thunder wave damage on 2d8, and I rolled 2 8s. So unfortunately, that's 16 damage. But if you save, you only take half. So Bug, you only take 8. And Esporil and Mog, you're just flying off. And at the last second, right before you're getting close to the bottom, Esporil gets off a spell and just misty steps. Now you can misty step 30 feet away, right?
Okay. So if it's towards the bottom, then he'd probably just end up on the ground.
Okay.
But at least cutting his momentum.
Yeah, you end up teleporting onto the ground nearby, and you sort of just fall like, a couple of feet or whatever, and sort of roll. And you're like underneath looking up at a bunch of spider webs in which you see Mog land. Hold on just a second.
I immediately want to hide and see if there are any spiders with these spider webs.
There are.
Cool.
So you guys are now going to roll some initiative.
Man.
Should have had the Bugmobile stay put to pick up anyone from the floor.
Everyone's going to be dead by the time we get back.
Yeah.
What are your initiatives?
I roll initiative too.
Yep.
This is a great set of rolls to start off. My initiative is 6.
18.
13.
Oh wait, you need Zip and myself to roll as well?
I don't imagine you'll be there right away, but you can.
Okay. I got a 16.
I am going to say that the 13 for Bug is going first. Zip, what was your initiative? Sorry?
18.
18, okay. So you guys hear the thunder as you're scaling down because, sort of getting near the bottom of where you were scaling down on the rope and with your pitons. And you hear that thunder like somewhere down the cavern.
Well, that sounded promising. Maybe that's the door opening.
You hear Swell groan very loudly.
Stay positive.
And
What
then
does
he
Sunda
picks up his pace.
A groaning door. The groaning sounds more like a door, maybe. So, Bug, you're looking down, and you can't really see very far because even with dark vision, you can see. Let's see. You'd have a light source out? Nobody really said that they had one.
No, I don't think we had a light source.
So you can see 60 feet down, and so you can't see the bottom where they fell to. But you hear Mog going, oof. And I
How
don't know
high
if-
is this, roughly?
You thought you were like over 100 feet.
Okay. What's the what initiative like reacting to?
the whole situation. So if you were interested in like, trying to teleport down or lower a rope or calling out or whatever you wanted to do.
Okay, I see. I'm gonna be like, hey, are you guys okay?
You hear Mog go, I'm okay.
Is Burial dead? Or like, do I hear?
He does not say anything. He is uninterested in giving away his location at the moment.
I see.
He's poofed away. I think he's okay.
I'm gonna try to, I guess, climb up to the ledge since I'm hanging off of it.
Sure.
Do I see anything different about the door or the area?
No.
Okay.
There may have been some pebbles that were on the ledge before, and they are gone. Like that's, it looks a little tidier, a little less dusty.
Okay, then I'm gonna be like, Mark, do you need help? Do you need help, basically?
I might need a rope or something. I don't know. I'm stuck in some spider webs.
Oh, well, I don't have any rope on me, right? Because, yeah, I don't have anything on me. But I don't see anything, like, that's, like, coming towards.
Not in the first 6 seconds.
Okay. I'm just gonna ready it and attack if they're, like, or are gonna be, if I see anything, but.
An Eldritch Blast or a Boomerang? Or...
An Eldritch Blast.
Okay. The next up, with a 6 initiative, is Burial.
Oh wow! Everybody went real bad.
Yeah.
He is probably going to. Well, how does Mog look injured? Or do the webs pretty much just shoot? Okay.
I mean, she looks injured from the thunder wave.
Right. Yeah. I would like to, I think. Yeah, okay. He's going to quickly whisper out or whistle out a little tune, which probably is not very stealthy, so I think people are going to hear that, and cast Bless on himself and Mog.
Okay.
And then I think after that, it's not really anything else that I can do.
Okay. Next, it's the giant spider's turn, and you start to see these spiders coming down the web.
He also whispers, "Don't worry, not Mog. I'm right here." So that's a bardic inspiration. One of the few nice ones.
Okay. And they're going to climb over and attack Mog. And that's a hit. And a hit. Oh, I rolled a 16, 17, and an 18. Those are all really good rolls. And then that's without adding my bonus. Like, those are just the rolls. So, those are hits on Mog. Who has pretty good armor class, but not good enough to beat those. So, I'm just going to take average damage here. 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 21. Plus the original 16. She has taken... why am I blanking? 39 points of damage. She has got 1 hit point left.
What?
She has 40 hit points total.
Wow, that's a lot of hit points.
Yeah, she is a tough fighter with a +3 con, and she is level 5. She's 1 level better than you. I shouldn't say better, higher. She, on her turn, she has the ability to use a fire rune. And with her weapon, it can do 2d6 fire damage to anything that it hits. And she's not trying to hit the spiders, she just wants to hit the web. And she hits the web with it, and lights up. And the spiders and her start to fall. And she falls...
She falls to her death.
She falls into another
Knock
spider web.
herself.
Because there's another spider web underneath that one. But she's 20 feet closer to the ground. And that was her first attack. Is second wind is second wind a bonus action or a full action?
It's a bonus action.
Bonus action. All right.
Yeah.
She is going to bonus action second wind to heal 15 points of damage. That's 10 plus fighter level, right? So she's on 6.
It just says 1d10 plus.
Oh, 1d10 plus fighter.
Is her,
All right.
So 1d10 plus Constitution.
Oh, plus Constitution. Oh, that's a 10 though. So that's 13. So she's up to 14.
How high
All
off
right.
the ground? How high and far away is she from Luna?
She's now only 10 feet off the ground. And I assumed you went over a little bit, you didn't go straight down. But I don't know, it's up to you. Do you want to be right below her, or do you want to be a little bit to the left, right,
Oh, I just wanted to know how high up off the ground she was.
but it is a good question. Where would you be in relation to her?
I mean, I doubt he would have particularly thought about where exactly he was landing, so... That's maybe 10 feet away from her.
Okay. So she has a second attack, but can't use the fire rune again. And is going to use that on... I'm going to swing at one of the spiders. And is going to hit. And I will roll the damage. And in the meantime, Bug, you hear the noises. Do you want to change anything? Anything?
I'm gonna. I'm gonna climb down a little bit to see what's going on.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Wait, which one is that? Strength or dexterity? Strength.
Yeah.
9.
9. Okay, you start trying to go over the ledge, and you're like, the rocks start falling off of your hand. You're like, and you almost fall over the edge, and it seems like maybe you need to find a better handhold. So you're not going to fall, but you don't really start.
Okay.
The 9 isn't a great roll.
So I'm still just hanging there.
Yeah, you saw you're up on the ledge, but you're not scaling down yet. You did see a flash of fire, for a brief second. So you saw that. I mean, if you can imagine, you saw some spider webs and a bunch of giant spiders, and Mog down below. Next up is East Boreal.
I think he is going to cast Cure Wounds on himself first.
Okay.
So he'll regain 12 hit points.
Okay.
And... that's funny. Not great. Yeah. He will move a little bit closer to where, basically underneath where Mog is.
Okay.
He is ready to jump back if she falls again.
Okay.
But he is using her as cover against the spiders.
All right. Spiders are not rolling as well this round. 1 hit only. All right. Oh, and I forgot to do the poison damage. See if she made her poison saves. But she's making her poison saves. Her high constitution is helping. Okay, so she made all her poison
also-
saves.
I was gonna say, yeah, don't forget she has a blast for her saves.
A +4.
Not that it appeared to matter right now, but D4.
Okay. Yeah, so she is fine from the poison. She's able to shake that off, but is still up there with some giant spiders. Let's see, her damage is... Okay. So this turn, she's trying to swing, but she's swinging at them from the position of being stuck in the ground or stuck in the web, and it's not working. It's really hard for her to hit. So those were 2 misses from her.
Would a
Wait,
D4
I
make
think
a
she only had
difference? She also has bardic inspiration if she wants.
Okay, maybe she'll use those. I'm actually realizing she only gets 1 attack per round. What level do you get second attack?
Fighters get, yeah. If they take the attack action, they get to take 2 attacks.
Oh, okay.
And that's from pretty early on, because I think Zip has it already, right?
You mean an action surge?
No, not an action search, just a second attack.
Well, I don't have 2 attacks.
No, you don't?
No,
I
Let's
bet.
see if you get it
Well,
at 5th
but-
level.
But you're not level 5.
I'm not level
She is.
5, so...
At 5th level, you get an extra attack.
Okay, great. So, I'm going to add my D4 and my D6 to it. And the D4 on the second one. So those are going to become hits. And if I take her average damage, she kills one of them and injures another. And then we're going to go to Bug.
I just want to point out that I think once we get down to the bottom of the cliff, I'm gonna start running towards them. So like
It is-
double
We're still
moving.
like 15 minutes at least walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can get down to like 7.5 if we really book it. Just
5 minutes. That's
Just in time for
how
some
fast do you
highlights.
run a mile? That's a mile is a
Oh.
20-minute walk. So
Is it really?
so if you run a mile in like, if Swell can run a mile in like 6 minutes, then that's like you can
Well,
get there in 5 minutes if you run.
You routinely did the equivalent of like the fantasy equivalent of like Iron Man games.
Okay, well he
Yeah.
should average like 5-6 minutes on line or something. I don't know.
just in time to see you all die.
It is in his backstory. He's not joking.
Yeah, it's written in there.
How long is a turn? Like a minute?
6
or something?
seconds.
6 seconds? Man, you're never gonna get there.
A minute is 10.
That's like
turns,
10.
Yeah.
That's like 60 turns. No, that's like 10 turns is in a minute.
It won't even be just in time to watch a style. It'll be pretty well after.
Damn, you have to run
We're
that
going to be
mile.
unfurling these guys from spider webs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right. So, Bug, do you want to? Is there anything you figured out to do from up there?
Is if I shout, does that reach down there? If I shout,
Yeah.
is that like?
Yeah.
I'm
You're
gonna.
able to come
Oh,
up.
right. I talked to Mog. I'm gonna shout in. I'm gonna shout in spider language and be like, "What are you guys doing? You stop attacking."
Ooh, interesting. Make a
While climbing
persuasion.
down.
Make a
While climbing down.
make a
Oh,
persuasion check.
Persuasion. Is a 12.
12. They're
Wait,
intrigued. They're intrigued by the fact that somebody is trying to speak to them. But I don't think that's enough to get them to stop attacking right now. I think they're hungry. But they
Wait,
did
can
have.
use like a reroll for like a lucky shot thing? A lucky slot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I never use it, so.
sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Is that an ability check? Because
No, it just. Oh, yeah, that was an ability check. You
Okay,
can
because
use
I
it on.
can. This one. Okay. Oh, 23.
Nice.
All right. I don't even know if spiders have a language, but sure. You yell down like, and the spiders who just had one of their numbers killed and another one injured just start backing up.
Oh, wow.
Actually, they look like they're going to start backing up. They back up a little bit, but it's still East Boreal's turn before they get to go.
Squints up at this. Esporial squints up at this and says, I don't know if that's a good thing or a very bad thing for us. Because he has no idea what this clicking is coming from. But Mog, how does Mog look?
Mog looks injured, but another hit and she could be down. But
he is going to then, using the height afforded to him by the ring of jumping that he's wearing, he is going to leap and slap a hand on her shoulder to test to cure wounds.
All right. She takes the hit points and is glad
that
for
is 17.
17.
Wow.
Oof. That is nice. She is up to 24. All right. She is goes, oh, thanks.
I wish I had gloves so that I could slap her across the face with it after that.
It'd have to be against the back of her head, though.
It's true, yeah. I don't think I have anything else to say.
Okay. You then see the spiders start to retreat, and Mog is like, oh, okay, I hope that's a good thing. And she uses her round to try and break free, and she has advantage on strength checks. And she breaks free. And actually, no, she only gets that when she uses her giant ability. So she's still stuck for a round. But the
Does
spiders.
She still have her bardic?
No, she used that to hit.
Okay.
So it actually worked out. Your bardic inspiration and bless helped her hit hard enough that they were scared that when Bug rolled the 23, they were like, I don't know who that was, but let's take that warning. So you guys did some good work there.
Buffs are good.
Nice.
And I'm going to take us out of initiative unless you specifically want to attack the spiders.
I have nothing else to do right now.
Okay. Mog eventually breaks herself free, and the two of you slip carefully through the webbing to try and find a way to get, further away to safety. And
before they leave, given as there's not exactly any secret about where they are now, Esporio is going to cup his hands and yell out. The spiders retreated and we don't know why. We're alive. Trying to find our way up. This sucks.
good. Oh, good. It worked. I told them to back off
Oh,
in spider language. Do you guys need help? I can help you. Should I climb down to help you? I don't have any equipment.
any
though.
climbing material yet?
No.
you should
Any way
stay
to
where
make
you're
us fly?
safe.
I should what?
You should stay where you're safe, kid.
Okay. Do you guys have climbing material?
Nope. Give that all to Zip.
Well, they should be here soon.
Well, I might have kept the rope since Foxy had so much, but I give them to the baton specifically.
With that, unless anybody doesn't want me to move time forward, I'm going to say that Zip and Swell catch up to the group. And
Swell comes barreling in.
Where's the fight? Why are you guys on the ground?
It's a very short and boring story.
Why do you look like you've been beaten up, Mog? What happened?
We answered the door's riddle. It said we were close, but then also far away, and then it blasted us back with a thunder wave. And we landed on some spider webs, and I got attacked by some giant spiders, and she shows you the injuries. And then Bug was able to talk to them in spider and get them to stop. So
Nice, Bug.
All right. Well,
And not even aware for the things I did for you.
And Ispuriel helped inspire me so that I could fight them better. So pretty good
And
team
please
over
note
here.
that I also took you back up from looking quite even worse winded than you are already.
Yeah. Also, Ispuriel did some healing. I mean, you said it was a boring story, so I was trying to give the quick version. But yeah, Ispuriel was the best thing ever. Ispuriel, and she starts applauding.
Thank you. Thank
Alright,
you.
and
It's nice to be appreciated properly.
did they get Bug? Because Bug's
Oh, no.
right, was.
It's fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
It just points up.
Well, I don't think it's a very good idea for us all to climb up there if it's just going to explode. So maybe just one person needs to be up there at a time.
We can take it in turns.
Can Bug hear us if I yell up to Bug and go, Bug?
Bug.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Are you guys coming up?
Guess, and if you fail, we'll catch you.
Or maybe if someone comes up there with a rope, then we can tie ourselves so that if we do get blown over, we can just stay there.
All right. I'll climb up. I'll put a rope around me and Bug. And then if the door explodes, we'll be tied off.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay, I'm going to climb up with my climbing kit.
All right, make a check with advantage.
Was it athletics?
Yes, please.
23.
23. All right. You easily put some pitons in the wall and have you are able to scale up and meet Bug up top.
Okay. So I'll tie the rope around me and Bug and kind of like secure us to the pitons that I've put in so that if we do get knocked off, we won't fall very far.
Okay. And Boxy has come up with you unless you didn't want Boxy to come up with you.
Oh, sure. I mean, Boxy was with Swell, but that's okay. We can take Boxy up too.
Yeah, I think Boxy was still like kind of being carried Baby Beyond style.
In the Boxy view on.
Okay. Then Boxy's at the bottom. Okay.
All right, Bug, are you ready for another guess?
Did you hear the riddle?
I did, and I think I know what the answer is.
Well, did it repeat when they got up there?
I told it to Zip, I guess.
Okay.
What is it?
Okay.
What do you think it is?
Bug, stand back. Stand behind me. I'll take the brunt if I'm wrong, but I think I know what the answer is.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to be shielding Bug somewhat.
Okay.
Is there any like hiding against the wall or anything?
So, if we...
Are we tied together?
You could be like this, and it would explode that way.
Okay. Maybe, yeah. Are we tied together or separate?
No, we're tied separately.
Okay. I'm gonna stand that's close to the wall.
All right, yeah, you stand aside.
You're gonna knock me over. No, you're wrong. But
You're safe. Okay. All right, I'm ready. The answer to the riddle is the unknown.
Let me get I need to take a second to see if this checks, because it's not the one I had in my head.
Okay.
But if you get, if you get the answer, like a legitimately good answer, then I will still go with it. So let's see.
The door is silent for 5 minutes. We're just like bracing ourselves.
You just hear them do
It's-
do do do.
It says-
do, do.
Getting closer.
Oh.
And there's a thunder wave. So you need to make the saving throw or you'll take damage.
So, I think that my armor, no, it's lightning damage that my armor protects
Yeah.
against. Is that right?
I thought it was thunder and lightning, but I could be
Might
wrong.
be- hang on, let me check it again. Inventory.
So is my standing
Yes,
against the wall?
I get resistance to
Does it-
thunder
does it
damage.
help? Oh, nice.
Swell's going to
So
start climbing up.
What's the save?
It says you're getting closer. And
So sure,
then
that's what it was.
something. Thunder wave is a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Right.
Oh, I got a 20 actually.
I got an
Natural
18.
Nice.
Okay, so because you're actually around the corner, Bug, you take no damage. And Zip, you're going to take half because you saved, and then you'll take half of that because you're resistant. So it would be 9 damage, half to 4, half to 2.
Nice.
So like your hair went flying back.
I like to think that it like knocked me back just enough so that like my heel is on the edge of the like ledge.
Yeah.
It does the anime thing where it just like blows you back.
Ah, man, I was so sure. Okay. Maybe
I'm
we
climbing
need to
up now.
think this through somewhat.
I'm starting. I'm heading up.
Mog says,
If you get knocked off and you fall without the aid of a web, I'm not hitting you.
I have a rope. Oh, you
No,
mean
not-
Swell?
I was talking to Swell. Yeah, I don't think he said that loud enough to carry up to the ledge.
What did you say? Sorry.
Oh, if you get knocked off and fall and there's no web down here to catch you, I'm not hitting you.
It's all right. I've got rope, and he just like lashes it around one of the pitons that have been hammered into the wall.
He calls it Fine Memory.
Memory?
"Is that a? It? So, the answer says it's a cruel device."
But you don't regret remembering things sometimes?
Oh no, it's cruel. But I'm not sure it's a device.
Have you tried regret?
A device.
Every day.
Device. I mean, is it like what you said at the beginning?
Wait, is
like
that the door or
clock?
is that Mog talking? I thought that was Mog.
That was Mog.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is it like? Didn't you say clock or something?
I said a clockwork mechanism, perhaps. But I'm not sure how that would fit with everything. A lock or a key is perhaps good.
I've
A
Like-
lock key? I guess
thought-
we're probably just shouting this
Yeah.
across the cliff.
but
I felt like you were onto something with riddles when you were, because we would do them in taverns. But I mean,
riddles are unknown. Wait,
A quiz, perhaps? Don't they do that in taverns? No,
a quiz
the
is a riddle. I feel
questionnaires,
like they would
trivia?
let us,
Mm.
right? I don't know.
a quiz, not bad. Were you, Bug, you said riddles and the unknown. Is there a way to combine those?
Question, guys.
Because
Come on.
we got both times you said we were close.
And it's a device.
I mean, a riddle's a device.
Yes.
It's the device it's using to see whether we go through the door or not.
It's a very, let's say, somewhat more metaphorical use of device than I was thinking.
Is it like a password or something?
It's the password. Password.
Never
the password,
stop my answer. Yeah. Admin.
1, 2, 3. ABC 1, 2, 3.
There's a little dance up and also figure out how to do it.
Swell, you're almost. You need to make a check to get up,
I'll do it. Okay.
and you can make it at advantage.
Yeah, are you guys leaving batons and ropes behind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you make it up. You're getting close to the top, and you have very good perception, and you can see in the distance like a glowing yellow light getting closer and closer and closer to you guys.
Maybe a firefly.
Right. What if we put a pin in this and we just do a murder real quick? How's everyone feel about murder?
It's coming from the direction that you parked your ship.
Oh. So not from the direction of the glade.
That's correct.
I don't want to call out.
What do you mean a murder? What?
That's all right. I'll say I think there's someone coming. You might want to hide, just in case.
We'll look around and try and find a place to hide.
Do we see what it is?
There is nowhere to really hide on the ledge except for like a little bit behind the door frame. Like you can hide a little bit there, but down below there are plenty of stalactites to hide behind.
Well, why do we need to hide? Maybe it's nothing.
Yeah.
But do we all see it?
You can all see it now that Swell has pointed it out.
Does it look like mechanical?
It is too small and far away at this point to tell.
Okay. Well,
maybe we should just smash the door in.
If we think of what it is, we can just go inside. But before whatever that is comes, but we can't risk being thrown off. Didn't the door hesitate when you say unknown? That seems like a closer answer, right? What is another word for the unknown?
3. Puzzle.
An unknown riddle is a riddle.
Yeah.
It's a hard riddle. Maybe the answer is
Well, what makes a riddle hard?
no answer. No, just kidding.
It's the never stop my little dancer that's like really throwing me. Is that?
We wouldn't stop if there's no answer.
What device? So what has no answer?
And it would be cruel to have a riddle with no answer.
So what's something that has no answer?
Question?
A riddle with no answer.
A riddle with no answer? Is that the answer?
I don't know.
Try it.
I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. I think you got it there, Bug.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
I'm
You
gonna
guys brace yourselves.
still be hanging off the thing and just duck down behind the ledge.
All right.
Wait, Bug, let me do it. I'll take the damage.
Fine.
Okay. You hide.
I'm gonna hide.
Is
Against
there
the
any
wall?
reason both of you can't
Okay.
just hide and get the answer anyway?
You
I
hide
mean,
too,
it's
Zip.
like you can still hear you.
Can I? All right, I'll give it
I mean,
a
this is
shot.
metagaming. I'm not actually there to see all this anyway. But
I will also slightly stand to the side.
Yeah, stand against the other wall, Zip.
All right, I'll say the answer is a riddle with no answer.
Fine. And the door opens.
Really? That was it.
You're supposed to be stuck here for longer.
So
I'm gonna, I'll call down to the others. You can climb up now. The door's open, and then I'm gonna berate the door.
having heard this interchange between what Mog
That
was
was a
saying
dumb
and then
door.
that being the last thing, Isboriel is just like, "Are you serious? Are you really? Really? I gave you riddle first time. A riddle with no answer is still a riddle." And he's basically going to keep muttering and like grousing about this the entire way up.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be stalling you, though. I mean, the flame skulls aren't even here yet.
What?
Oh.
What's
Isboriel climbs faster.
And Swell, you look out, and that yellow thing on the distance, it's now bobbing, and you can see it's like this little bit of fire.
Okay. Let's get in.
Things.
Quick, let's get in.
Anyway, I guess I'll have to.
Yeah, so I need, if you and Mog can succeed on your athletics check to get up on your first check, then you can get up before it arrives. If you cannot, then it will not. And you can do it at advantage because you have the rope and the pitons.
Okay. I was gonna ask, can the ring of jumping help me speed up a bit if I like jump and climb?
Ooh. I'll tell you what, I'll let you use that if you don't succeed on your athletics check. I'll let you use that as a way to try and save yourself at the last minute.
Okay. Oh man, that was almost a 17. Instead, I rolled a 3.
At advantage?
The final total. Oh, sorry, no.
Because you have the ropes and the pitons.
Okay.
And you have...
Now that's a 15.
Okay. Yeah, so with Mog below you to help tell you, like, no, on your left, hold the rock on your left. Mm-hmm. Up a little bit. Yeah, no, that one, yeah. Now pull yourself up. Because she, like Zip, had to do rock climbing on the island that you guys grew up on. And Swell, that face is just getting closer and closer. You can start to see this grinning skull, and he's going, "Ha ha ha, you'll never get the answer. You'll never solve the answer to this riddle. Just like all the others, you will die." And
how far away is he?
Maybe 200 feet.
200 feet.
You can hear him cackling, and Isboriel is just getting over the edge, and Mog is very close behind.
All right. As they get close, I will reach down and pull them up onto the ledge.
Sure. And
then get ourselves into the door. Is there a lever there we can pull to close the door or anything like that?
Yeah. Let's say there is. That would totally make sense if there is.
I was going to say, I just want to make a rude gesture at the skull as it gets closer, and then close the door.
All right. Let me give you a description of what you see when you go in. Beyond the door is an antechamber of rock, sloping paths leading up and down on both the left and the right. In the middle of the wall facing you hangs a carved relief of adorable big-eyed creatures like unicorns, bunny unicorn hybrid, kittens, burbs, deer, and more. Above it, a warning is painted on a board. Your gods will not help you if you seek Doomhilda. Directly above your heads, if you look straight up, is a dark tunnel from which you hear whispers. There's also a lever to the side that when you pull closes the door.
Oh.
Sounds like a last minute addition.
Yes.
Doors.
Go ahead.
Do you have a drawing or no?
I do not have a drawing for this now.
Wait, what's up? What's above us?
So there's just a tunnel above you, a hole that is let's see if I can draw this. For some reason I'm having trouble getting this to work right now. I must be trying to draw on the wrong layer or something.
Are you drawing white? I feel like you're drawing...
That's it. That's what's happening. So there's you guys standing around here, and above you is that hole, and then there's a ramp sloping a tube sloping down and a tube sloping up on either side of this room.
And we just came in from that bottom left one?
You just came in from here. If this is the
Okay.
door, you guys aren't floating in the air. You guys are sort of standing here, and right above your head is this
I see.
whispering. And directly across from you is a big circle, the warning across from it. So we're looking straight forward at this rather than an aerial view.
And it's like a painting or something of the unicorn.
A carved relief. So it's like a big stone circle that somebody's chipped away at and has made like a fairly flat image.
So what direction was what were you sensing the hammer?
Do I get do I have a memory of like which direction it was in?
You think it's fairly parallel to the door, but about as far as you can go forward.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll relay that information.
Parallel to the door.
The whispering above you starts getting a little louder. Sounds like something is moving through that tunnelway. Something wet. Something goopy. Something's coming.
Can never be easy, can it?
What is it saying? Do we know?
Wouldn't be a trial if it
Make a
was
perception check to see if you can figure out what it's saying.
I will make one, since I understand other potential animal languages, but only an 8.
An 8. No, there's just, you can hear like a voice like, I don't know, like they're sort of speaking over each other, and you know there's more than one whispering voice.
Okay.
Do I make anything out at all?
You can give me a perception check.
Natural 1 for a total of 4.
Yeah, in the heat of the moment, you're too focused on something else, like trying to remember what direction the stone was.
How big is the hole? Is it like
10 feet wide.
10 feet wide?
No, 5 feet wide. 5 feet wide.
Okay. In diameter?
Yes.
Okay.
5 foot diameter.
I'm gonna move toward the hole and draw my sword and kind of like get in front of everyone, just in case.
Okay. It would be everybody moving away from the hole rather than you moving close to it, because it's right over your heads.
Oh,
okay.
How far away is it from our head?
10 feet?
Okay.
10 plus? I don't know. Something like that. Mog says, should we pick a passage? Because
Yeah, I feel like that makes sense.
Are
So are all the passages, they look similar? Like the hole is like one of the passages?
there are 4 sort of identical looking sort of passages. 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 2 going up, 2 going down.
But do they look like the hole?
Yeah, kind of.
So like 5 feet in diameter.
Esporial pulls out a funny looking little pyramidal thing that seems to have numbers written on the side and rolls it on the ground and finds a number.
We can also each take one.
No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't split the
He rolls a 3. Then he just looks up and points at the third one from the left.
All right. Then you guys start. Priscilla's character's Esporial starts heading up the slope to the right.
Unless anybody has any better ideas to figure out a way.
Nope, good enough choice as any. Let's do it.
All right.
All right. As you head down the passageway, you quickly realize that you're in a maze of sorts, winding up and down, left and right, becoming narrow and wide. Who's leading the way, and how are they going to navigate the maze?
Burial, do you want to lead the way?
I guess he was probably moving toward there anyway.
Yeah.
So On realizing that it's a maze, I guess you'd probably take out a journal or notebook or something. Or yeah, because they all have journals, and so you're going to start making
So-
like a little line map.
So the tunnel will like split, and then you will pick like a random direction type of thing.
The
Yeah,
thing is that
I mean-
it starts to double back on each other, on itself, and go under and get thin and thick.
Mhm.
So like your map is already starting to look kind of
Squiggly.
like that.
Yeah.
Why don't you do the thing where you just keep your like right hand on the right wall and just follow it always to the right?
Swell's going to grab some charcoal out of his backpack and just mark the direction that we take when we go through.
Right?
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I wonder if the hand thing would work in a tunnel, like in a circle. Like if you like rotate on the circle for some reason, then it would be like if a tunnel curves, and then you somehow could end up, because you could touch it's all connected.
Well, if it dead ends, then you just turn around and come back the other way.
Yeah.
No, I
And
mean
then you
like
know that
since it's a
it's
tube,
like-
so if your hand is on this side, for example, it could slowly be on the, because as you're going, it could end up
Well,
being
if
on
it's
the
a-
other side.
If it's a tube and there's a
So-
way out, then eventually you'd come to the way out. And if there's no way out, then you'll come back to the original tunnel you left from.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like we're going to be walking upside down.
Well, I don't know.
Speak for yourself.
Because if it goes like up and down too, I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine like, yeah, I don't know. Can't visualize.
So Esporil's, got a book out and is starting to draw, and you're looking for stuff, and you hear Zip. You're sort of at the back as guard for those noises. You can hear something getting closer, and the voices are getting clearer, and you start to hear them like, "Give up. There's no chance here. You're going to die here just like us." And then turning the corner, you see this wave of undulating, rotting flesh,
Ahead of
bones,
us or behind us?
and behind you. It's coming from behind you. And
okay.
you see like basically this undulating mass of goo, of bones and flesh and blood. And there are voices calling out to you. And Boreal's got like a journal and the quill and is, slowly, carefully making a line, and this thing is coming at you.
I'm gonna say,
Oh,
guys,
I don't know
we've got
if
some
we're-
friends coming
I
up
feel
on
like we would have been
on
going
the
quick
rear.
if we heard voices behind us. I don't know
Well,
if we'd be
that's
going.
Are you bunched up, or are you like spaced out a little bit, like you're around a corner still? But yeah, you're drawing. You've marked the space, but I'm trying to add to the drama. But if you don't like me putting words in your mouth, you can react however you want.
I figured we'd have a little bit more time to do stuff before we had another fight. Sure, let's just do it.
I mean, you don't have to do the fight. At this point, you can run away from it, right?
Yeah, how close is it? Like we see it at this point?
Zip
Like,
sees it because Zip is sort of the
At the
furthest behind.
and Zip, it's like 120 feet away, basically.
Yeah, it's probably like maybe 60 feet away from Zip.
Can I cast dancing lights on it?
On it.
In its general vicinity.
Dancing lights makes just
Maybe
some
fairy
lights.
fire.
Fairy fire is the one that gives you advantage to hit it, and it can't hide as well.
Yeah.
Makes invisible things visible.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw though.
Okay. So when you see it, you decide, and you cast fairy fire on it.
Yeah.
I rolled a nat 20 on the saving throw.
All right. Well, I guess that didn't work then.
What did you?
I'll just like tell the others, guys, we got some gross thing coming after us. You want to fight or you want to run?
Well, go ahead.
Isboriel spins around and sees it and goes, ew! And then, what does it look like? It's moving fast?
It looks like it's moving, like it's not moving slow. It's not moving like cheetah speed, but it's also not moving like sludge.
Looks at the twisted mess of the map that he's made so far and says, unless you fancy getting lost in here, maybe we should stop and face it.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, I'm gonna cast the Eldritch Blast on it.
All right.
Can I just real quick make a medicine check to see if this thing looks like undead?
I think at this point we're going to do initiative. But yes, you can totally do a free undead check before we get an action in here. But you can speak and tell people stuff.
I rolled an 8 on my medicine check.
Yeah, you're like, you don't know if it's ooze or elemental or undead, but considering it's made out of dead body parts, you figure it's a fairly safe bet.
Okay.
I rolled a 6 for initiative.
All right.
I got a 7.
6 for
20.
Bug, 7 for Swell, 20 for Esporial. Zip gets a
14.
14. Mog gets a 6. And the undeady thing gets a 2. Plus, dexterity is not going to make it any further up the ranks. So, Esporial, you're going first with the 20.
He spins around and seeing this gross, incredibly gross, undead-ish looking thing, plucks a little rippling aria on the truth and says, all right, Swell, you're the avatar of a god. Zip, you've got some really powerful things, and Bug, your weird thing is not from this world, so I'm sure you can take this on. And they all have blessed.
Nice.
So that's a D4 whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw.
Thank you, Ease.
And then he is going to also look at that gross thing and be like, thank God, I don't think I've seen anything uglier than you, and I've seen Zip in the morning.
Hey.
So he's going to use the reverse bardic inspiration, whatever it is, unsettling words, and so he. What am I going to say?
Nexpiration.
So
and it
for
removes a 6 from the next saving throw it makes before the start of my next turn.
okay, and does it get a save against it?
No.
Okay. I just wonder if Esporial, if you're using this, you should actually complement it because it's a reverse negging.
Yeah,
You're like,
that's true. My inspirations are usually other.
oh, you're so beautiful.
Your skin's looking very soft today.
It's too soft.
It's a sort of passive aggressive thing like, oh, look at you. Aren't you so cute thinking that you can attack us?
Then it's going to be Zip's turn on 14.
All right, I'm going to try the fairy fire one more time because I want to light this sucker up.
Oh, well, it's possible it's lit up. What is the saving throw I need to make?
10.
Sorry, I rolled an
-6.
Oh, it totally is lit up. There is now a...
Yes. Okay.
Well, what color glow is it? Purple, green, or blue?
It's probably like blue.
All right. There's a light blue glow around the outside of this, making it
Yeah.
easier for everyone to hit.
So now, if you attack it, you have advantage.
Yes.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my action surge to take another action. I'm gonna. Sorry, how far away is it again?
From you, it is 60 feet.
Okay. Well, actually, I won't use my action surge. I will just run in 30 feet, and then I will use. Wait a minute. And then I'll use my bonus action to whip a hand axe at it.
Bonus action to whip a hand axe. Cool. I didn't know you could do that.
It's
Don't you
one
have
of
to take an
my
attack action to do
superiority
that?
die.
Oh,
So
okay.
I got a 20 to hit,
That is a hit.
and then
Has that got something to do with your like the class the fighter specific thing you took?
yeah,
Nice.
I get some like maneuvers during
Ah.
combat. What did I say that damage was? Six damage.
Okay. It
No,
takes
7. Sorry, 7 damage.
7 damage. Up next is Swell.
All right. I'm gonna run in, pull my shield out. Boxy still baby beyond in front of me. And then just kind of thrust the weapon forward and cast Turn Undead.
All right. You call on your god, and
Sorry, Brian. I was just rereading the thing. Add an extra 8 to that damage. I just
Sure.
add my superiority die.
okay. 8 plus 7 is
Sorry to
15.
interrupt.
So you call upon Sunder's might, and you say, "Be gone," or I don't know what do you want to say?
GTFO!
All right. It does not seem affected by that at all. It is not afraid of your god.
Huh. That's not good, everyone. Perhaps we should leave.
I guess it did say that your god wasn't gonna help you down here.
It
Wait, what
did.
was the spell supposed to do?
Turn
I mean-
undead.
If
It makes the undead run away. Like, do you remember the vampires on that ship?
Oh, okay.
That's an important life lesson for you, Swell. If something tells you what they are, believe them.
Gonna back
When
up a
they're
little
lying,
bit.
of course.
Do you have a bonus action?
Bonus action.
Like a spiritual weapon or something?
Well, I remember a spiritual weapon is
It is a bonus action.
to cast. All right,
Yeah.
all right. I'll drop it.
Because you're not actually casting a spell. Like, your like turn undead isn't a spell. It's just like a power.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll drop it. Yeah, I'll cast spiritual weapon
All right.
and get an attack on it as it apparates. So that's going to be a 15.
15. You are like, you hit the goo, but it doesn't seem to really affect it. So, like, that's me describing its armor class successfully. Like, you not beating its armor class, but not because it's hard, but because it's too
Wait.
squishy.
Do I get a D4 I can add to that? Is that what Bless does, or is that something else?
You can add a d4 to that, yes.
Okay. D4, D4, D4.
That's the hard thing about Bless, is remembering.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hold on. What did I say? Spiritual weapon to hit 17. So that didn't hit. Plus 4 is 21.
All right. Then yes, you are going to hit with a 21.
Okay. Do a total of 4 points of damage.
All right, that's up to 19 damage it's taken. Bug, you're up next.
Shoot my Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
And,
You have
9 to
advantage.
hit. Oh, advantage.
on
Wait,
your
what's the
attack roll.
D6?
You
Is
roll a
that the
d20 to hit, and then damage, I think, is a d10.
What was the advantage or like
On
the
your attack roll.
inspiration? Oh, just on
It's-
attack, not to hit.
It's because it's all lit up,
Oh, I didn't roll
I-
advantage on the hit.
so it
Oh,
makes
really?
it easier to see.
You can roll to see if you crit, Matt. Sorry, go ahead, Bug.
Like I can roll twice.
You can roll twice and take the highest roll.
I
For
got a
each of your-
23, but not a crit.
I rolled a 12. I got a 12 to hit.
All right.
With advantage?
With
and you have a d4 you can add to it.
That's a D4 actually going to help.
If you roll a 4, maybe.
So I got 17 last time, and that didn't hit.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it?
12. Wait,
Oh, yeah. Then it's
I
not going to
can-
matter.
I mean, I can use my lucky roll.
I am paying attention to my drawing a little more than the numbers.
I'm gonna use my lucky roll, and I got a 19.
Nice.
A 19, and then you get to add your d4 to it.
Yeah, add a d4, and oh no, just one. So 20.
All right. You hit. Your Eldritch
20.
Blast zaps into it with force energy.
And I got a 6.
All right. It has taken 25 points of damage. It is Mog's turn.
So
and-
the armor class for like blunt damage and versus magic blast is the same.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Mog is going to... Yeah, she's going to just do a regular attack right now. With advantage, she still does not hit on the first hit, or first swing, and then rolls really crummy on the second. So she rushes up and is like, aha, all right, way to go, sis, and just slams into it with her axe, but it just parts to the side. And then the voices start going, you're not going to make it. You're not worthy. You're a failure. You'll never get there. I need everybody who can hear it, meaning all of you, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Plus D4.
Plus
You
d4
asked
for
them.
everyone except for Mog.
Oh, plus D4.
We should ask them never get to where.
17?
21.
That was a 12.
And Bug?
14. Like, is it, we got to do roll a +4? Or like not a +4, like a 4-sided dice?
Yeah.
Plus a 4-sided. Okay. 14.
All right. Anybody who got above a 13 succeeded. Anybody who didn't get above a 13 is now at disadvantage on attacks because you just feel like, what's the point?
Oh. Well, that's not as bad.
And then it's going to make its physical attacks because it's did its mental negging. Ooh, it's a 2. I rolled a
Did it
5. Yes, it's going to move up 30 feet. Do you have a reaction or something?
Oh, I was just wondering.
We're more than 30 feet away, right?
I ran in, so
Oh.
I was probably about 20 feet away from it.
And yeah, Mog actually wouldn't have gotten her attacks yet. She would be doing them now. She would have had to hold the attacks if she wanted to be beside you. So, I mean, basically same result though. And it... what's your armor class, Zip?
18.
Yeah, no. It comes up and it, like, punches you, but, like, this slurping physical fist smells terrible. Like, it just smells of putrefied flesh. But, you're expecting it because it's all lit up, and you just, dodge out of the way and block with your weapon and parry
Actually,
and stuff.
I'm gonna counterattack.
Go for it.
Let's see here.
I just realized just so grossed out by all the sounds I think this thing is making.
To hit.
23 is a hit.
And then
It's like someone eating with their mouth open. And it's just like, oh, little.
11 damage. Oh, wait.
Nasty.
19 damage.
19. All right.
Plus, hang on, I'm just gonna read up on the icy grip again because I think it does something else.
Icy grip
and
is
it's
the
a
name of
1d6.
Icy grip is the name of the longsword you're using.
So 22 damage.
So 22 total, you're saying, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's taken 47 points of damage. Does not look like you've made a big.
Snowing.
Oh yeah. Do you want to describe that a little bit?
Yeah, it's like a light snow starts falling randomly from the ceiling, within 30 feet of me. You hear
right,
bells.
it's
mysteriously.
It's sparkly with fairy magic and snow now.
Hey, it's not even past Halloween yet. Give us time before the Christmas starts.
That's going to end its turn, and it's going to go up to East Boreal's turn again.
How far away is it now? Because it came up to Zip and...
So it would be at least 40 feet away from you. You can argue that you would be a little bit further back if you want to be like 60 feet back or something, but that's about as far as you could be back.
Right. Yeah, because he was at the front, which is... So with the advantage from Fairy Fire and my disadvantage for the Whispering, that's just a straight thing, right? If I wanted to make an attack roll.
Yeah.
He is... Is he standing next to anything?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, is the goose standing next to anything?
Mog and Zip are right up with it.
Right, okay. In that case, then he squints his eyes and says, "Listen, I'm the only thing around here. I'm the only person around here who's allowed to give people a hard time and make them feel bad about themselves. Stop trying. You're in the presence of a professional." He's gonna try and cast Dissonant Whispers.
All right.
On it, which is a Wisdom 15 save.
It is not very wise today at this moment. It is too concentrated on trying to hit.
So that is a 12 psychic damage. Then.
Okay.
And it must use this reaction to move as far as the speed allows away from me. And so that means Mog and Zip can get attacks of opportunity.
Oh, that's cocked. That's going to finally hit.
So we get an attack of opportunity?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an advantage as well?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
I got a 23, so that's fine. And that is 18 damage.
All right, this thing is finally starting to look injured.
To look injured?
Yeah.
How does it look injured?
There are parts of it that are moving more sluggishly, like they're maybe are unresponsive now.
Okay.
So while there may have been, 4 or 5 arms whipping around, now it just seems like there's only a couple that are moving, and the other ones are moving more slowly.
Did Mog get an attack?
She did, and she hit, and she did damage. And that's going to end Esporial's turn, is that correct?
Actually, and then he is going. Who's probably up next?
It's going to be Zip, and then Swell.
Okay. And then he looks at Zip and says, "You know, it's all right that you look pretty hopeful in the morning because at least you still look better than nothing." You get a bardic inspiration.
I'll take it.
So Zip, you're up.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep moving toward it, and I'm going to do my regular attack first. And that is 24 to hit. And
It's a hit.
9 damage.
Okay,
But then I'm going to use my action surge.
sure.
I'm going to attack again. And that is 25 to hit. And 16 damage.
Oh, all right.
I'm just like wailing on this thing.
I would like to say that some of it is splashing up onto you, and you've got like little just bits like slicking there, and it just smells so bad, but it's very effective. Okay. It is now Swell's turn.
Alright. As a bonus action, I'll bring the spiritual weapon up 20 feet. If it moved past it, because I dropped it between us and the creature. That would have had to move past it. 20 feet's enough to hit it. But I'll move it up as far as I can.
You know what? I'm just going to say, sure, we're doing theater of the mind. Why not? I think it's large enough that you could. You'd be hitting the back of it instead of the front of it.
Yeah, that's fine. First roll's a 23 to hit.
Yep.
And just checking advantage to see if I get... No, not a crit. So that's going to be 7 points of force damage.
All right. Like you send some goo splattering against the wall and just sort of slips back down.
Has anyone taken any hits at this point?
Don't think so. I think I've missed with all the attacks.
Alright, then I'll run in and make an attack with my warhammer.
All right. It's a little bit narrow to be getting in there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Maybe
because you've got two people side by side.
I'll throw a spell at it then. I'll hit it with Sacred Flame.
Is that I make a save or you make a hit?
No, you make a save. I think the DC is Dexterity saving throw. And my spell save is 13.
Yes. It saves.
Saves? Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, my turn.
All right, Bug, you're up.
Blast it with my Eldritch Blast. 22 to hit. And
All right.
7 damage.
All right. Another chunk of it goes flying. And Swell, the cat around your neck is it's like sort of shadow boxing.
Wait,
Boxy's
Do we
never got
bring-
into the fight. Yeah, Boxy's still being worn as a on the front
Yeah.
of Swell.
or I was gonna ask the skull that you collected from the mushroom gravesite. Did you
But yeah,
did you bring it or did you leave it on the ship?
I think it's still tied on the ship because Esporial tied it up with a bunch of tied it to one of the like seats or something.
Okay.
So the monster starts bubbling up, and like you start actually seeing like bubbles coming out, and it starts getting hot. And the smell is just overwhelmingly bad. I want everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
You.
I got a 22.
+4.
17.
Except for Mog. Doesn't really do anything for me. Oh, I didn't have a thing. I don't know what. Okay.
I rolled a 15.
6.
Okay, so anybody who got over 14, which I think was most of you.
Except for me again.
Okay.
You're not having a good time.
No.
You're not having it.
Takes 14 points of damage. Boreal, half that if you make the save. And you just go, and you're sort of
Half
like
that? So
retching.
What
We
type
take
of
7
damage?
damage.
Half of 14 is 7.
That's
Sorry.
what we take? Or
Yeah.
like if we
If anybody had higher than 14.
What type of damage was it?
It was,
discussed damage.
yeah, it was,
Okay.
what, I don't know what it would be called. I didn't actually think about what type of damage. It's not thunder or lightning or,
It's like a kind
Poison.
of poison almost.
yeah,
damage.
poison damage.
Mm.
I want to make sure it wasn't acid or something. Like-
Wait, but poison does it last or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's a
Um,
poisoned condition, which is a different thing.
I see.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
This turn is rolling a little better. It got a crit on Zip.
Hmm.
20 damage. As this fist comes up and just like pummels down on you, and just you're caked with this goo.
20 damage?
20 damage. And it makes an attack at Mog and another one at Zip, and both the other ones miss. And then we're back up at the top of the
Well,
round.
if it misses on another attack, I'm going to do another counter attack.
Go for it.
All right. Oh, one other thing is that the fairy fire is a concentration spell. So
Yeah.
Now
do
you
I
need to make a
roll for
yes. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
that? What do I need to? Oh well, I got a 22. Is that? I don't know
Yeah,
what I need to
you're still
do.
concentrating.
Okay. Okay. In that case, then. 22 to hit, and then.
Its armor class is 20. You've been fighting it for long enough that you've discovered
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
Wait, 20 is like if you rolled a 20, it hits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Esporil, you're up.
He is mid-retching still. I guess he was already primed by this, by his original retching from and not being able to hit it very well. And he fishes out his perfume handkerchief and pulls out the potion around his neck with the other, and is basically going to drink a potion of healing. And yeah, and it just has that. So with the necklaces that we have, that's a bonus action, right?
That's
Drinking a
correct.
potion.
Feeding yourself a healing potion is a bonus action.
Okay. Would stopping up my nose with a handkerchief be an action?
I'll let you have it as a movement, as long as you're not actually going to move somewhere else, like, of any
Yeah.
great distance.
Yeah, no, I think he's staying well away at the moment. In that case, he kind of like stuffs it up around his face, and then with his other hand, he turns a little thing on his cruth and says, I've dealt well so that. Can you do any better? So it's a vicious mockery. Within 15.
Oh, I got a 17 on the die,
Okay.
so
He is pretty hard to tell what he's saying right now with his nose stuffed up.
well, otherwise that was a good burn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, Zip.
I haven't rolled a potion.
All right. I'm gonna going in with another attack. I'm gonna just smoke this guy.
Oh, come on.
25 to hit.
I rolled 2 on my healing potion.
Oh no.
Oh man.
11 damage. And then I'm gonna use my second wind to get back a little bit of hit points.
All right. It is really looking rough now, but not quite down. Swell.
2 people are looking pretty bad right now, right?
Yeah. Well, I am at least.
Looking hurt but determined.
What are we allowed to share our hit, like our health point, or do we have to describe it?
It depends on like how you like. You can do table talk if you want. Like, I'm not gonna say like absolutely no table talk, because it's part of the game is knowing the numbers. But if you can do it through conversation, then that's fine too.
All right, I'll
Whatever you want to do.
I'll boop this Burial on the shoulder and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. So you get 9 points of healing. 9 points back.
Thank you. He straightens a little bit and wipes a little bit of the retch off his
And as a bonus action, I will attack my weapon, my spiritual weapon. Is it still all lit up?
It is still lit up.
17, but let me roll a d4.
Lit up like a fireworks display at a Gempire party.
So 19 to hit, so I think that misses.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Is that with your bardic inspiration? Wait, did you have inspiration?
With Bless? Yeah, I used Bless.
Oh.
But I think you
Zip
got
is
Bardic.
the one who had Bardic. Although I probably should have done it as well, considering Zip does not seem to be missing.
Did you roll with advantage?
It's filled with
I did, yeah.
fury and a righteous fury, you could say.
All right, Bug, you're up.
All right. I'm still a safe distance away, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not from its smells and not from its voice, but from its physical attacks.
Okay. 25 to hit.
It's a hit.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I see. 12. Because I rolled it. I guess if you roll 20, it rolls 2 d10.
Ah, yeah, because you crit.
Oh,
All right. It is looking pretty beat, and Mog swings it and does 2 more strikes of super damage to it, and it is. It says the voices are like, "You will become the new us. You haven't done anything." And I want everybody to make wisdom saving throws again.
That's enough. 20.
Nice.
18.
Anybody who gets
bardic inspiration. What's the dice again?
D6.
You also have the D4 from thingy.
I still didn't do that.
Oh.
Well. I could have gone 11.
Anybody
Wait,
who
can you only use that one time? And then, like, the d4?
No, you can use it anytime, but I did lose concentration from that last damage I took, which I forgot to roll at the time.
Oh no.
So nobody had bless this turn?
Yeah, nobody had blessed his turn.
Okay.
And probably
I got a
for
19 anyway.
Anybody who got 13 or over is not affected. Anybody who got 13 or less is now at disadvantage on attacks. And then East Boreal is up next.
This thing is looking like on its last legs, right? It's looking really tattered.
It's looking on its last slime.
Slime, yeah. Its last bits of ooze.
Yeah. Its last bones.
Well, I think then he is going to. This would be really funny. I hope this works. I doubt it will. He looks at it and says, "Don't even try to compare yourself to us. Look at you and look at us." And then, so that's a. That's a 3 subtracted from his next saving roll, and then he follows that up with. Oh wait, it's standing next to. No, he's gonna.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Standing
that.
next to Zip and Mog again, right?
Yeah, it moved. It would have moved up to attack.
Okay. Then he is going to additionally say, and just because, even though you're a failure, you can still watch us go ahead and succeed where you failed. That's a wisdom 15 for Doesn't It Whispers?
Nat
Minus
20.
3? Oh, okay. Well, it still takes half of 15, so 7 points of psychic damage.
Okay. This entity, which is using sort of psychic attacks on you, you use that psychic energy back on it, and it just explodes. And as its last thing, anybody who's in its, going to get sprayed by it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is
So
that within
that's-
5 feet?
No, that's like anybody in the corridor.
Really? So
That's all of us, isn't it?
Yeah, you all need to make, nobody's hiding behind a wall or something.
14.
18.
Sorry, dexterity, you said?
Yeah.
9.
Okay, it is anybody who got 13 or lower fails and takes all the damage. Anybody who got 14 or higher takes half damage. It's 11 damage. So 5 to those who passed, 11 to those who failed.
What type of damage?
Poison!
So 11 points of...
And with this gooey creature defeated by an insult, we're gonna leave our game there tonight because it's just after 10 in our Eastern time zone. And we're going to thank everyone who tuned in, and to all of the players, thank you for joining us for another episode of Haelon, our 50th episode of our shenanigans.
Yay. Woohoo.
50th ending in victory. Hard fought.
I want to say a big thank you to Boya for designing the new layout, and to sorry, I was going to call you as Burial, to Priscilla for
I
for
get that a
doing
lot.
for doing the animations at the start. I kind of I layered it wrong, so I'm just gonna switch to your intro page real quick, show everyone the animation you did for his Burial, because we missed out on that at the start.
Oh, okay. It's probably the most subtle of everyone, to be honest.
I mean, it looks really cool.
Like,
though.
there's no big motions. But...
Yeah, there you go.
Brian, I do want to know, how much damage did it have, or health did it have left? Before
It had 2 hit points left.
So, I could have potentially gotten it with a Vicious Mockery.
You could have.
Although not with a nat 20, actually, so the half damage doing this nose is probably still better.
I mean, it was a pretty good explosion, though. It was a good way to send it out.
It's still on my checklist to kill someone with Vicious Mockery someday. That's like the ultimate bardic experience, I think.
Yeah, well, I'll just have to have a bunch of,
Just a little mix.
Minions or something.
yeah, just a whole bunch of zombies or something.
That's funny.
You don't have to feel
What-
bad about insulting either.
What is how much damage does the vicious mockery do?
So 1d4.
Oh, 1d4?
I think it'll go up to 2d4 next level. So
Wow.
Do you get to add anything to
Yeah.
that, or is it just 1d4?
no, it's just straight.
Oh wow.
But it does give disadvantage on the next attack, which is nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So each of the cantrips has sort of like a bonus little thing, like the Ray of Frost makes the creature slow by 10 feet. You know, like each of them has that extra little thing to sort of balance it, how much damage.
Firebolt just hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Sacred
you have
Flame
to
doesn't do
choose?
anything.
Well, what's the damage on Sacred Flame?
D8.
Well, it
That's
does.
right, yeah. No, it
It
negates
ignores
cover.
cover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Anyway.
Mechanics talk.
Yay.
This is the real D&D, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I got to use like my full array of maneuvers this time.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
turning into a real
Feels like
fighting machine.
Get in there.
I was gonna say between the fairy fire and the bless, like the advantage plus D4 was
Yeah.
actually really good considering how high its AC was.
Definitely.
Yeah. It would have been very frustrating otherwise.
So I didn't
Alright.
realize how much insane damage Zip can put out already.
Yeah, with that new
when it's
sword.
like concentrated effort to just like attack.
That sword was pretty powerful.
Yeah.
It was an important get.
I will say that I didn't bring that axe with me, by the way. I think Swell realized he wouldn't be able to use his shield, so he left it in the Bugmobile.
Okay, good to know.
It's two-handed rather than versatile.
Did you give me the weapon for the, what is it called? My special summon weapon?
Oh, do you want to take the axe?
Or was that the axe that you were talking about, or was it something else?
Yeah, I thought it was the axe.
Okay.
Because
Well,
he was
then-
going to turn it into something.
Or was it like it was an
was-
axe? I don't remember what it was.
Because Zip got the sword, there was a quiver, and then there was the axe. You guys can know, because you would have had long enough to have spent with it, somebody could have figured out it's a quiver of Alana.
I don't know what that is.
What is it? Wait, what is
You can look it up at on D&D Beyond after the game and see if it's something. It's basically has stuff for ranged attackers. So nobody in the party is especially useful for, but maybe you can trade it or sell it or something. And even though this is our 50th episode, I'm really excited about our new intro, and thank you, Matt, for putting all the parts together and making sure what Priscilla and Boya did for the pictures. Thanks for doing that. We are going to be taking November off so that some of us can do NaNoWriMo, the National Novel Writing Month for November.
And just have a break in general as well. It's nice to, every now and again, just take a little bit of downtime for ourselves to work on our personal projects and
this is
reflect.
like our season finale,
Yeah.
and then next
Well-
season we pick up.
Well,
Or-
then, if it's the season finale, then I want to pull back and show that underneath the Bugmobile, the druid that had shapeshifted into a spider and is hanging out underneath the Bugmobile turns back into a humanoid creature. I think it was a furbolg, and tries to get into the Bugmobile. Was trying to figure out how to get in because it heard you say all the phrases to go in and out, right?
Oh shit!
Yes.
Swear, if we lose that thing, Brian, there's no way we would have, like, not known they were there. Because we were
What?
floating the whole time.
No. Here's the thing. You almost found out when Isburiel was like, "I'm gonna get out of the Bugmobile and have a look around and look for things," and I said, "So you're getting out? Okay, let me do a roll here." and I did a couple rolls to see what their hidden stealth would be, because they had to change back because their wild shape would have left. And you said, no, actually, I'm going to stay inside the ship. And because you didn't go out and have a look around, you didn't find the druid that had lost their wild shape.
My question is, when did we pick him up?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
You picked them up when, the horns or whatever, the crystal horns were in all of that chaos.
We were in the air.
Mm-hmm. And they've got 2 wild shapes. So they can be a bat and land, turn into a spider, and just hang out.
Yeah, we did make a bunch of perception rolls to see if we could see anything.
You absolutely did, and you did not make a successful perception roll.
Yeah, no, I mean, that explains that. So.
Well, we wouldn't have known, so we're still in our
and I
bliss.
I don't know whether they get in or not. I'm just letting you know that there's somebody at your machine.
Cliffhanger. Dun dun dun.
And it's not the smartest person in the world.
And there is a malicious skull, animated skull, still lurking in the pits.
There is. So we'll see how it goes in the future.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good cliffhanger.
There are flaming skulls out there too.
Yeah.
Who knows what he could get into sort of trouble. All right. It is late for some of us. So good night, everyone. We'll see you in December. Take care, and may all your marks be magical.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.